What is going on YouTube? Hitamac making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we are going to be looking at XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin, as well as the S&P 500. Specifically in today's video, I feel like we have to focus a little more on XRP as this was forming what appeared to be a bigger ascending triangle that we figured would probably break in the next day or two. As you guys remember, I made a video yesterday which basically says only one day is remaining, and you can see in the thumbnail clearly that we were basically circling and highlighting the specific resistance and support that we finally hit at the same time here that needs to decide which direction the markets are going to be moving to. Basically, as we slowly headed up on this uptrend here and hit the moving average as resistance, we needed to come up with the decision: are we going to be breaking through the moving average to the upside, seeing trends swing us back up to $1, or are we going to be getting rejected from this, which seems like that's the movement that we're starting to take, and are we going to break through the uptrend here and start to head back down with targets lower, closer to 59 cents. As you guys can see, we just started to trend below that. It's not over just yet. We'll see how tonight decides to close, but it is something on my radar. We do have a trade in on Ethereum here, which is probably going to be hitting its stop loss any minute now, and that's totally fine as it's set slightly higher than where we bought in, so we will be able to at least break even, which is fine. And then we do have to look at these other major cryptocurrencies as well as the S&P 500. With that being said, guys, today's video is brought to us by Kittydinger. I know that sounds crazy, but definitely stick around to the end of today's video to learn more about this new and recent NFT, launchpad, metaverse, KitUp wallet, all this information that's coming. It's very interesting. It has a lot of use cases here, and you can see I'm just kind of scrolling through all of this so you guys can get that understanding here. They also have their own token, and like I said about the NFTs. So more information about this and how Elon is kind of tied into this at the end of today's video. But with that being said, definitely make sure to smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and let's jump into today's episode. So first and foremost, top 10 cryptocurrencies, I'm starting to notice that finally the current coin market cap has fixed its weird delay or lag on the global crypto market cap here. Yesterday we were down like 17% or some crazy oddball number, below 1.7 trillion. And you can see with the quick update today that we're now down only 4% and the markets are at 1.89 trillion. So finally this appears to be fairly accurate, which is okay here. And you can see most of the cryptocurrencies today are starting to skew downwards, consolidate lower, and head to probably some support levels, if not breaking through that right now. But everything is down, I'd say 2 to 4% on average here. Most everything on the top 10 cryptocurrencies are starting to correct lower, about 2 to 2.5%, I'd say on average here. And you can see how this is affecting the other major cryptocurrencies here. XRP is starting to dip below its uptrend here. We have Ethereum coming back down to retest its bottom support in its ascending fractal to the upside. We even have Bitcoin, which is retesting its uptrend here. If it breaks through that, we can expect to see potentially consolidation to the downside here. And the S&P 500 is filling out its descending triangle that we did find in the past couple of days as we retested bottom support on the 14th on Valentine's Day for the S&P 500. So guys, starting with XRP here, I just want to jump to the 4-hour to kind of see what exactly is going on. You can see for the most part that we have been following some sort of uptrend for a couple of days now. Since the beginning of February here, we've been in this uptrend, and you can see we've been creating these higher lows, but unfortunately we just started to trend below this uptrend here, which isn't necessarily a good thing for prices to continue to head up. And the reason is we are intertwined with the moving averages on the daily, and you can see we're starting to trend below it. Now there is some sort of smaller support here, and you can kind of see it's outlined on other cryptos. Like you can see Bitcoin also has a smaller support at about $41,568, and Ethereum has one a little bit closer here. XRP, as well as it is starting to trend below there, I'm not going to buy in if it closes right here exactly. I'm actually going to wait on the other cryptocurrencies to confirm closing below, and then I would buy in to short these cryptocurrencies on Bityard. And what I mean by that, and bear with me, is as great as XRP looks, as that we have this uptrend and we are slowly starting to confirm closing below the moving averages and the uptrend here, it might get influenced by these other cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin if we see Bitcoin do something like this, retesting support again, forming some sort of maybe double bottom, but it more so looks like a double top that we had. But maybe we come back down to here, we bounce off support and head upwards. It's very possible. Or we head here, consolidate, then break downwards. That's possible too. This is the support. This is the barrier that we're looking for, with Bitcoin being number one. That's what we have to pay most attention to. Same thing applies itself with Ethereum. It seems like XRP is a little bit more ahead of itself than these other cryptocurrencies, but very, very, very close, where we probably would have maybe a day delay in regards to these other cryptos catching up. But for Ethereum as well, you can see Ethereum is getting very close to retesting its bottom support here. And the same thing would apply. If we can hold and close above there, then there's a good chance you might be able to recover. Vice versa, we close below this uptrend here, there's a good chance we're going to do the opposite and correct back down to targets closer to $2,400. So there's a good chance my stop loss is going to be triggered on Ethereum in the next couple of hours moving into today, which is totally fine, as it was a small chance that we were going to see this correction, but still, we can still have this small possibility that we are going to continue the movement up in our ascending fractal here. We just have to see how we play out today and tomorrow. If we break through the support, wow, that was a terrible line. If we break through the support, or if we decide to stay above it. So that's pretty much what I have to say in regards to how we would go around trading these cryptocurrencies for today. So in summary, what I mean is, even if XRP closes, as we're starting to do, below this uptrend today, what we need to wait for is confirmation on Bitcoin and Ethereum before we buy in for a short on XRP or these other cryptocurrencies. What we would wait for is confirming closure below 41,600. If Bitcoin closes below this, then there's a good chance that XRP is going to correct downwards with it, following Bitcoin. So this is the main support that we have to look at. You can kind of ignore XRP for a little bit until this is confirmed. If we can hold above this and head up, then we know, or if we break below it, we know to short. And vice versa, Ethereum here is another thing we have to pay attention to. We're not just yet retesting this uptrend here, but we have to see, are we going to hold above this uptrend, or are we going to break below the uptrend? If we can close below the uptrend, we know to short. If Bitcoin closes below the support level, we know to short, and XRP would follow along too. So we have to just spend close attention to the other cryptocurrencies and then see how they would influence XRP. You can also see, zooming to the weekly, how this would also affect XRP. You can see we're pretty much intertwined between a ginormous moving average here. So you can see there is kind of this little bubble. Prices typically do tend to trade inside of here, retest bottom supports, play around inside the moving averages until, some other answer is confirmed. Yesterday, we pretty much changed the entire XRP chart, which was crazy, but necessary here, as it seems like we're forming more so a descending triangle, a long-term one, which ends in mid-2022, which is interesting. But you can see we are intertwined with this moving average. So even if we were able to break through this moving average, I feel like the top might actually be only like 93 cents, which is crazy here, but then more so consolidation downwards here. So there is possibility now of correction with some of these major cryptocurrencies here, as expecting, regardless of how we do decide to trade. It really doesn't make that much of a difference. Short term, there's plenty of money to make on the short to 58, and there's plenty of money to make on a swing to 94. Regardless, we will be capitalizing off these runs on BitYard here. So once again, like if we were looking at, let's say Bitcoin, for example, which has supports at 41,600, you can see if we jump to Bitcoin here, there is a support pretty much capped right around this level. Let's just draw it on for you guys. Right around here, you can see 41.5, 41.6. If I draw a horizontal line, you guys will get that same pattern that we had on TradingView is now on BitYard, just like this. So you can see kind of where this actually has been a very long-term resistance and support for the coin. And if we come back down to it, retest it, and break through it, there's expectations of a short possibility. And it's trading around 41.4, 41.5, around that region right here. So we would short it if we did break through this support level right here. What we would do is just go over to a market order, type in the amount of leverage that we want. Obviously, the higher the leverage, the lower margin that you can use. But let's say we do 20, you type in the amount that you wanted to leverage, and then you click buy long, and you can leverage it to the upside or short it to the downside, and vice versa. Remember, guys, BitYard does have a way to earn free cryptocurrency, which is super cool. Definitely make sure to check this out. Link in the description down below. You can also daily mine it, and they do have a demo account for you to test your skills, which is awesome as well. With that being said, guys, diving into the other cryptocurrencies, you can see here that's pretty much the pattern that covers itself for XRP. You can see Ethereum needs to pretty much much decide how this uptrend is going to be formed. You can see Bitcoin is also starting to see some consolidation if broken through this support here. And now for the S&P to wrap up today's video, you can see we're pretty much in this consolidation. It's unfortunate that this now gets dragged out longer, as we had more so a symmetrical triangle drawn a couple of days ago like this, which could have decided, hey, we're going to be breaking bullish. Didn't, and you can see we more so broke down from that, which then confirmed that we do have a lower high forming on the coin, and we are starting to consolidate out of this. I'm not worried about the S&P. We look at this day to day versus what we are actually investing in, which is for a very long time. But since the start of 2022, we haven't been doing anything positive. All of 2021 was extremely bullish here, and now we're starting to see this consolidation and prices are starting to stagnate. But I am hoping that we are able to hold this bottom support here and allow us to trend on it and then maybe break back up into it, as this would basically confirm the lowest point that the S&P could fall to is about, the lowest we went is 12%. We're currently around an average of 9.2%, but we're down at most only 6.8. This would basically confirm this is the lowest point we're going to see, and maybe we'll start to see some trends back to the upside here into March, so on and so forth. But we do have this descending triangle, and we do have a lower high pattern forming, and we're only going to switch bullish when we confirm breaking through the previous high. Once that's confirmed, then we know. And what I mean by that, for those that are a little new, maybe something like this. So we continue to set lower highs, and then we need to break the pattern. If we can see something like this, we pretty much confirm that we are going to create a higher high pattern and a higher low pattern and start to head to the upside here. This would basically say, okay, guys, we've broken out of the pattern and we're going to start to see a new reversal. Otherwise, guys, that's pretty much going to wrap up today's episode. It's pretty much just been another consolidation market waiting to see confirmation. XRP is starting to trend lower, which could influence these other cryptos to break bearish, but it depends if they can hold this support. Then we know to hold off, but we'll find out in the next day or two as to what exactly is going on. With that being said, I do want to talk more about Kittydinger with you. I want to give a huge shout out to Kittydinger for sponsoring today's episode. As with all cryptocurrency projects, please do your own research and never invest anything you can't afford to lose. So guys, Kittydinger is a community-driven project building an ecosystem of decentralized applications while generating funds to support charities worldwide. And if you like the aspect of a meme token, but one with utility, then look no further. Kittydinger is a multi-metaverse in the shape of a cat, and they are expanding into the crypto space with their cross-chain wallet, their metaverse game, Kitmanji, and their launchpad, Kitpad. Now, they are also an ERC20 token that can be traded on wallets that support the Ethereum network, and the token can be purchased on Uniswap, ShibaSwap, as well as Hotbit. Now, guys, Kitpad is their very own launchpad, and they personally vet as well as analyze tokens and teams who have USPs within the crypto space, and in doing so, finding the safe, aspiring projects for their investors to invest into. And on balance with this, their incubator projects go through the same process, but they look to invest in SAFU projects and gift them to their holders who stake as a thank you for supporting their token. So guys, Schrodinger is a community-driven cryptocurrency meme project named after Elon Musk's cat, and their utilities, as mentioned earlier, include KitUp Wallet, Kitpad Incubator, and Kitmanji P2E Metaverse. Now, KitUp Multi-Chain Wallet is currently in audit by Hacken, and Kitpad is set to be released this month, and also Kitmanji is at its final stages of development. Now, their first NFT collection, the OG collection, made of 3,000 NFTs, is scheduled for public minting on February 17th, which is today, and these NFTs are key to the gameplay of Kitmanji. Now, they are building an ecosystem that greatly rewards its investors, and the Schrodinger project has two streams of generating and distributing passive income to its community, one of which is through the Kitpad Incubator. Through the investment of treasury funds into promising projects, Kitpad aims to distribute its profits in the form of dividends to Kittydinger's stakers. Also, every Kittydinger holder gets airdrops from the projects onboarded into the incubator, and the other passive income stream is through Kitmanji P2E game and the NFTs. Now, players can earn financial rewards while easing stress through the game, and the NFT stakers also get 50% of the secondary royalties generated from OpenSea. And in recent times, a lot of cryptocurrency projects have been growing off hype and promises of products they never get to release, and this especially distinguishes Kittydinger from others. In the last 3 months since they launched, they have been more focused on developing their utilities while slowly marketing to attract more investors. And after putting so much effort into development, they're now ready to go into full-on marketing mode, as well as get listed on top-tier exchanges. So guys, for more information about Kittydinger's NFT launch, make sure to check out the links in the description of today's video. Otherwise, huge shout out to Kittydinger for sponsoring today's episode. As always, make sure to smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.